I see life. Once you do get that rain, everything just shoots up from underneath you. It's amazing.
Spring has well and truly sprung at Carrs Station. It's a welcome change for Brendan Cullen after 4 tough years of drought.
Last year we had a bit over 4 inches or 100 mil. This year we're well over the 100 mil mark now. In the last month and a half, we've had 60 mil. I think it's the elixir of life. I mean, ultimately, if you're in the rural industry, your life is revolved around rain.
When 7:30 first met Brendan in 2018, Carrs Station was bone dry with clouds of choking dust. The transformation is astounding.
We're well and truly on our way for the drought to be over.
This time last year, 99% of New South Wales was drought affected or in drought. Now that's down to just over 20%. 60% of the state is completely drought-free, with the rest classed as recovering.
At the moment we're sitting at about 420 to 430 mils for the year. You know, you just can't get it any greener than this. It's as good as any sporting field in Australia.
Martin Honour's sheep, cattle and cropping property has gone from bust to boom. He's now gearing up for his best harvest in years.
We've got canola, wheat, barley and oats in.
It's a massive turnaround after the punishing drought.
I've been now on the land actively farming for 38 years. The last 4 or 5 years, the toughest I've ever seen in my life. All your bad years will disappear if you get a couple of good years.
Across New South Wales, winter crop production is expected to top 14 million tonnes, compared to a minuscule 3 million tonnes last year.
You know, it's sort of got to pinch yourself every now and again to see crops doing this well after sort of the drought. Brown's a pretty boring colour, and as I said, you honestly forget what a green paddock looks like, but this year certainly changed that, that's for sure.
Back in November, this video made Rick Bennett an internet star. He'd just received his first decent rainfall in months. Since then, he's had another 450 millimetres and is about to harvest his first crops in 4 years.
Harvesting a good crop would mean to us, it would definitely start to sort of claw our way back into, you know, into normal life again. You know, put some money in our bank account, get out of overdraft, and just completely turn our world around.
But the money's not in the bank yet, and the Bureau of Meteorology has just declared a La Niña event, which could spell disaster for grain growers.
What that typically means for Australia, almost always, is that we get at least average to above average spring rainfall. It'd be nice if we just got just the right amount of rainfall and didn't swing from drought to flood, but that typically is what happens at the end of a prolonged drought period in Australia.
Our harvest normally starts around here about, 1st of November onwards, and if we were to receive huge amounts of rain, it could definitely spoil a lot of the crops and, degrade the grain, and that would probably be a really big kick in the guts.
Despite predictions of above average spring rainfall, the Bureau of Meteorology says longer term, southern Australia is likely to spend more time in drought.
When we look back at the Federation drought, the World War II drought, The Millennium Drought and this drought, certainly the last 2 droughts have been the hottest on record. So that's why we think there is an influence from climate change on those.
Right now, Brendan Cullen's not thinking too far ahead. His lambs are fat and he's in good spirits, although he's still yet to make his renowned fried scones.
I do note, though, we talked about puff balloons, didn't we? 25 mils of rain. Well, the last time I pulled 25 mils out of a gauge here at the house was in September 2016. So even that last rain we had come through, I pulled 19 out the gauge. So my stomach is getting very, very hungry. So, you know, we've got to cook those puff balloons. But the future, I think, is good. It will be good.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.